gangsters in the kitchen, food crimes, agro-mafia, elite food police, even the FBI of food. What's that? Smuggling, hidden cameras, tampering, wiretapping, and corruption. Well, I was familiar with all of those terms when I was a prosecutor, but you ask, what does that have to do with a show on olive oil? Well, you may recall, as I do, a 60 Minutes investigation back in January of 2016. You could Google it, about the corruption involving the olive oil industry, specifically in Sicily. And it is widely reported that over 80% of that which is billed as Italian olive oil is neither Italian nor olive oil. It's largely other kind of seed oils that are made to look and essentially smell like the real thing. But if you're like me and you want to cook with olive oil, and you may even want to drink it as a shot for the health benefits, then you want to make sure that you're getting real olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. Well, I found a place near me in Vermillion, Ohio, called the Olive Scene. Won't you come shopping with me? Hi, how are you?
I'm well, how are you?
Good, thank you. I'm here to get some olive oil.
So we're at the Olive Scene in Vermillion, Ohio. We are a olive oil and balsamic vinegar tasting emporium. These are our balsamic vinegars. They're imported from Modena, Italy, which is considered the birthplace of balsamic vinegar. So I'll show you, we have all of these wonderful flavors, but we'll start with our 18-year-old traditional balsamic. This one has been barrel aged up to 18 years, and it's just what it says, a traditional balsamic vinegar. Hi. So, come on in. You can do what you'd like in here, just as long as you're enjoying yourself. So
you should be enjoying it. My wife's spending money.
Our traditional balsamic vinegar that can be used on anything and everything. It's nice and thick. You can see how dark it is. Because it is barrel aged for up to 18 years, as it ages, it thickens. It reduces and thickens, and it gets darker and sweeter. We also have white balsamics. So these haven't barrel aged as long. They're younger. So they're a little more acidic, sharp, crisp, really very tart, but they're wonderful. So the ones that have the flavor added to them, which is an all-natural extract from the fruits, nothing here is synthetically or chemically flavored. It's all real food. Enjoy your day. Thank you for coming in. So everything is real clean food here. These are considered a condimento because they have the flavor added to them. So we have all of these wonderful flavors here in this entire table behind you. So when you come in, you can taste. You'll just get one of these little cups, pour a little bit from the fusti into the cup, and you get to sip. The tags will give you suggestions on how you can use them, and it'll also suggest pairings of which olive oils from the other side will go well with each of these specific flavors. These are so easy to use. They're as easy as drinking in your water or your iced tea. Balsamic vinegar is a probiotic and an anti-inflammatory. It helps balance your glucose levels, makes your body more alkaline instead of acidic, which we know is very important because the bad things can't live in an alkaline environment. So very healthy, very easy to use. But we also put them in our yogurt and oatmeal, over sweet potatoes, as a marinade, as a salad dressing, even over ice cream and pie. They're all good.
Wow.
They're wonderful. So many wonderful uses for them. So on the other side, see all those great flavors? On the other side, we have ultra premium extra virgin olive oil. We can honestly say that we have the freshest olive oil available on the planet. We change this out twice a year, northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere. So when one hemisphere is growing and waiting to be harvested, we have the press and the harvest from the opposite hemisphere. So with our oil, not only do you know the type of olive, it's like apples, how there's Jonathan and McIntosh and Fuji apples and so on. We have Picual olives, Coreana olives, the Melgarejo, Hojiblanca, and so on. All of these different olives, and they change every 6 months. We may not have these same olives the next month or the next harvest. So with our oil, you not only know the type of olive, you'll learn the country of origin. These are all northern hemisphere oils. So this one came in from California. You have the harvest and press date. You have the flavor intensity, and then you get a flavor profile, a descriptive. So if you had to close your eyes and tell somebody what this oil tasted like, that's kind of how you would describe it. Then we get into the chemical readout, where they take a mass spectrometer and they measure these certain things like the biophenols, which is where all of your health benefits come from. Olive oil with high biophenols is an anti-inflammatory, helps protect your myelin sheath, the little waxy coating on your brain cells, keeps your cholesterol low, your whole circulatory system, your arteries nice and supple. So your free fatty acids and your peroxides is what an oil gives off as it's breaking down. So you want those numbers low, your biophenols very high. Also, the higher the biophenols, the higher the smoke point. So most people think you can't cook with olive oil because it starts to smoke. That's because that oil you're cooking with is an older oil, probably not as healthy and fresh as it could be, as it should be to cook with. So the lowest smoke point for any of our oils is over 400 degrees.
Oh my.
But as these biophenols start getting higher, which you see here, we have one at 536. The higher the biophenols, the higher the smoke point, the higher the anti-inflammatory properties, the health properties.
Okay.
We have a star of the show here, our Kalamata, which is very high in the oleocanthols and the biophenols, the polyphenols, come in at 1,576, which is like almost unheard of.
Wow.
So this is pretty amazing. And what's really amazing about this oil too is normally the bolder oil is, it tends to be a little grassier and a little bit bitter on the taste buds. This one is very mild and fruity, but it has a big peppery sensation to the back of your throat, which is from the biophenols. And that's not a taste, it's just a sensation. That's from the biophenols. So it's a very interesting oil, very great for your health. People are coming in asking for this one because a lot of people will come in and ask for whichever oil we have that's the highest in the biophenols, because they take a shot of it daily for health purposes. So this one has really been flying out the door. That's pretty
Now, is this a
fantastic.
special brew that you only have once in a while?
This one we haven't had before with this high of a reading. So this is a very small batch that came in with this reading. So it's while supplies last.
I'll take 6 bottles today of that.
Okay.
My side of this Kalamata.
I have some more.
I hate to buy you out of them all, but
No, this is
for the
one
health
more.
benefits.
I have one of this size, the 200.
Okay. So I'm gonna buy some of these and then keep shopping.
And then here, all the way around, we have fused and infused olive oils. An infusion is after the olives have been pressed, they take that oil, then they add the essential oil from the basil, from the black pepper, and so on. And then a fused olive oil, like our blood orange, they press the olives and the oranges at the same time, so those flavors are actually fused together. So that's our oils and vinegars, and again, you get its suggested uses and then which vinegars from the other side pair well. We have pastas imported from Italy, so these are non-GMO, using ancient grains, no added sugars. Again, we have just clean food here. Sauces imported from Italy, all the ingredients you can pronounce. Very few ingredients, it's just all real food. We also have a new product, our black rice imported from Italy. Very, very healthy grain. And we have gift items, charcuterie boards and teas, pestos, bruschettas, all kinds of fun things. Serving pieces, so.
And how long have you been in business?
We've been in Vermillion since 2012. We were in Rocky River since 2011, and we're also in Chagrin Falls, so about 13 years.
Oh, so you have 3
13
locations.
years. Yes.
Wonderful.
And we are open Tuesday in Vermillion. We're open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 6, and 11 to 4 on Sundays. So come see us.
Thank you.
You're welcome.